Mass Effect Legendary Edition has been a success. The launch of Mass Effect Legendary Edition reignited passionate fans around the world. EA Chief Executive Officer Andrew Wilson said on an investor call, and it drove sound performance that was well above our expectations. So should Dragon Age be next? Welcome back, Commander. Or should I say, welcome back, Wardens. That's right, in this video I want you to know your thoughts, and should Dragon Age get the Legendary Edition treatment? Now you have to bear with me, I have a bit of the old man flu, so my voice is a little croaky for this video. But let's carry on. Unlike Mass Effect, the Dragon Age series isn't a trilogy of games, and that have a grand overarching narrative. Each Dragon Age game, although loosely connected to each other, all have their own self-contained story. So would a Legendary Edition work in the same way it does with Mass Effect? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't included in the Legendary Edition, and it was just focused on the trilogy. This is probably because Andromeda had moved to the Frostbite engine, and trying to include the games made on two different types of engines into one package wouldn't be possible. I mean, I assume I'm not a game developer, but this could raise questions on whether a Legendary Edition would even be possible for Dragon Age, as Dragon Age Inquisition, the third full title in the series, was also made using the Frostbite engine. Dragon Age 2 had a rushed development time, and EA only gave BioWare 14 to 16 months to complete the game, and it really shows. Assets are frequently reused and dungeons reversed to give the impression that they're different, when in fact you look at them from a different angle. So would Dragon Age 2 be included? Mass Effect 2 and 3 are not bad looking, and you just need touching up for the Legendary Edition. However, BioWare recognised that Mass Effect 1 hadn't aged very well, and so gave that the most attention, enhancing not only the combat but the HUD and also improving the graphics. Although they didn't add anything new, just the time they spent on Mass Effect 1 vastly improved the overall presentation. Both Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 will need this. I would even go as far to say that Dragon Age 2 really could do with a full remake rather than a remaster. And by remake I don't mean changing the story. Well, maybe making Anders resemble more of his Awakenings persona instead of this adjusted hybrid personality. Oh, and the ending to make a bit more sense. But those are gripes I'll cover in another video sometime. So although the game is set around one city, and there are still the outskirts that can be improved on with more dungeons and a better looking city that shows the passage of time. Okay, so where does that leave us? Well, in my opinion, the Dragon Age series doesn't get a Legendary Edition, not in the same way that Mass Effect did. But, and this is a big but, they should give each game its own Legendary Edition. Dragon Age Origin has very unique locations. It does an impressive job of introducing you to all the different inhabitants of the game. Each location you go to feels unique, and whether it's the forests of the Dalish elves or the underground taigas of the dwarves, they wouldn't need to change much. Spend the time like they did on Mass Effect for Dragon Age by improving the graphics, streamlining the combat and touching up the cutscenes. The story is solid and wouldn't need any alterations. There is one big problem though. Dragon Age Origins doesn't have a voiced protagonist. Released at a time when old school RPGs were moving from the isometric view into fully 3D world, and being able to select your response from a vast selection of choices kept players fully immersed in their character on screen. As the years go on, this style of conversation is lost, and whether your character has a voice, the responses become fewer and they don't always represent the actual words spoken.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No, I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack. Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god! What did you do?
So where would this leave Dragon Age in a Legendary Edition? Do they hire a voice actor and redo all the dialogue, streamlining it like it is nowadays? For a game this size, that's quite a lot of work. Or do they keep it as it is with the silent protagonist? But then that means there's more reading, and will that actually appeal to a modern audience? In a poll on my community page, the overall results are in favour of a voiced protagonist. However, a couple of viewers didn't want this, with Good Old Gamer just wanting the UI to be larger and Elizabeth agreeing as the text was so small she had to friend-zone Alistair, breaking his heart. Twice. I'm sure it wasn't him, it was her, and he's a really nice guy.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Takes to Know Gaming says after all these years having his warden now having a voice just wouldn't be right. There's also the money side of it to think about too. To hire a voice actor, at least two, one for each male and female wardens, isn't going to be cheap. And would this cost be recouped in a game that's already over 10 years old, possibly pushing 15-16 years by the time it's ready to release? But what do you think? Should a Dragon Age remaster get a voiced warden? Dragon Age Awakening was the 2010 expansion pack for Origins, set in the corner of the map and 6 months after the ending. This could be seamlessly integrated into Dragon Age Legendary Edition. The only issue I found with this is that if you start with a new warden, it wouldn't import your ending choices, so this could also be corrected. No matter how your Dragon Age experience ended, the world would be imported exactly how you left it. These two games combined, plus the DLC of Witch Hunter and Liana's Song, would make for a great remaster in itself. They just don't need to come up with a clever way of overcoming that voice acting. If you're feeling a little burnt out and you're looking for an alternative RPG game to play, I've got 2 recommendations in this video right here. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Nerdy Dude and all of the supporters, and I'll see you next time, Commander.